Hello, my darlings. My name is Victoria, and this is Veritas Tarot. I'm going to be doing a reading for you for singles leading into 2021. So we're going to see what next year may bring in for you. And if the reading resonates, I would be very grateful if you would comment, like, share and subscribe. If it doesn't resonate, it simply means that the reading wasn't for you at this time. There'll always be a reading out there for you at exactly the right time, guided by spirit. So do look on YouTube. There are so many fabulous readers out there. So my singles, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using my Spirit Song Tarot initially. This is a beautiful tarot deck, and it's very much guided by messages from Mother Nature. And we are going to be looking at where you are right now. What's your sort of perceived state of mind? What's your challenge? What's your aspirations and your goals? What's coming in for you in 2021? And also a little love letter from Spirit, which I'm going to be using my Wisdom of the Oracle deck, which was a gift from my son for my birthday. I love that deck too. I may pull some other tarot decks. We'll see as we go forward in the reading, but I just want to ensure that the messages are coming through for those that need to hear it the most. So first of all, my darlings, let's have a look. And if you are single, but you're newly separated, or you've been in separation for a long time and you still very much have an energetic attachment to somebody, then do check out those other readings. I've just done those that are recently separated, and after this reading I'm going to be doing those that have been in separation for a while. I'm also going to be doing those that are together but apart emotionally and energetically, and I'm also going to be doing those that are recently in a new relationship too. So my darlings, let's start the reading and let's see what's your sort of perceived state of mind right now. Thank you, Spirit, for those that need to hear it the most. Thank you. Where are they right now? Thank you. That wants to come out. Wow, well, that's a lovely place to start. And on the bottom of the deck, you've got the Eight of Crystals, which is the Eight of Pentacles. So this is where you're starting. You've got the wheel of fortune. The wheel is rota. So tarot is the path of life, the road of life. You switch the letters around and you get rota, which is the wheel, which talks about divine timing, divine law, karmic situations, everything happening for you. And when you are on that wheel, you can either hang on the outside of it and have a lot of ups and downs, or you can stand back and observe it in the center of the wheel, in that grounded space, in that space that you come home to yourself, you're beginning to understand yourself, you're feeling empowered. And that's where you can observe what's happening for you in your life, not to you. Everything happens for you. Remember, everything, whether it's uncomfortable or not, and you don't get so affected by those ups and downs. So the wheel, you're watching your life at the moment. This is what I'm feeling. You're feeling that things are going in your favor. And of course they are, my darling, because you're standing back and observing and being grateful for everything that life is giving to you at this time. The optimism is a master of adaptation, a master of fluidity and change. And this is where I feel that you are right now. With this Eight of Crystals on the bottom of the deck, which is the buffalo, I think it's a buffalo, dedication and progress. You've been doing, this is not just talking about work and your career and things you're passionate about. It's talking about things that you're wanting to manifest. It's talking about the inner work that you're doing on yourself as well. So Spirit is acknowledging how much dedication you've put towards yourself, your happiness, your creativity, your desires, your manifestations, and how much progress that you've been making as well. You're very strong, you're very stable, you're very grounded, you're very dedicated. It's almost like full steam ahead with this wheel at the moment. It's a reminder to you about not sticking the spoke in the wheel, not stopping that flow. And in order to do that, you step out of the way, like you'd step out of the way of a buffalo. It's not a rhino, it's a buffalo. Sorry if I did say right now, I can't remember, but you step out of the way of the buffalo. You're allowing the universe to gather momentum. You're allowing the universe to bring in what you've been manifesting because you've got out of the way of it. And what I mean by that is you've said thank you. You know it's as above, down below. You may not have seen it yet, but it's coming in for you and you stepped out of the way. just like you would do with a buffalo. You're allowing things to come in natural, divine timing, in divine law, and you're not thinking so much now about the how and the when and the who and the why. You're just being adaptable. You're moving forward all the time. You're understanding that, you know, nothing stays the same. It's always fluid. And you're very dedicated to your progress as well. So the key for you has been this adapting. And that all starts with observing. And so observing why things are happening for you, observing what you need to learn from it, what you need to let go of, emotions that doesn't serve anymore. And you're very much tuned in with the universal rhythm. And I think that's just beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to see, my darlings, let's just put this card in the middle. What are we looking at? Just made a little list so I don't forget the very important questions for Spirit. So what are your challenges right now? Okay, so what is Spirit saying? This is your challenge. If this has resonated with you so far, this is your challenge. And if you can overcome this, this will help you on that journey that you're on, which seems very exciting at the moment. So I saw the tower wanted to come out, but we'll see. Ooh, my goodness, the tower definitely wanted to come out. They flew it out of my hands. Okay. Okay. So the Eight of Crystals has come out again, which is about your dedication and progress. And they want to say to you, Spirit wants to say to you that this whole adaptability has come from this tower moment. You've had something that's happened in your life for you, a sudden change. Literally, the tower is divine intervention. So I always see it that we get little slaps around the face from the universe about things that they want us to let go of and release and move on from. And when we don't, when we could choose to ignore it, because everything's our choice, then divine intervention comes in. So divine intervention has happened for you. And it would have been something that would have been very uncomfortable for you. But again, like this chameleon, you've been, it's shamanic. Chameleon is the shaman of adaptation. So you have adapted. You were forced to either go with the flow or resist. And you've accepted that change. And it's the universe reminding you to keep doing that. To keep going with that universal flow, because with that you've got the Justice card, which is represented by the crow. Now the crow can normally talk about negative energies and things, so you've had to go through those experiences. Whatever that tower was something that was very painful for you, very negative for you, very uncomfortable for you, but you have that from that, the gift that was given to you was truth and clarity. And this is this Justice card. You're coming into this place of making balanced decisions. You're coming into a place like the crow on the branch, that even if the branch breaks, the crow doesn't fear, because the crow could fly and fly off in a new direction. So it's about you learning from things. And we don't learn from our experiences. We learn from reflecting on those experiences. So this is this reminder to you, this challenge to you, to continue to do that inner work, that Eight of Pentacles, to continue to observe, look back and observe, like this crow is almost looking back on his past and has that clarity and insight because they've learned from what's happened in the past. What you don't want to do is take whatever things you haven't let go of, whatever hurts you haven't let go of, whatever conditioned behaviors that you've taught yourself over a long period of time, into a new relationship. Because if you're looking at this reading, you're wanting to see what's maybe coming in for you in terms of relationships. And, you know, you can stand, Spirit is saying, in a place of absolute integrity for what you have done, the dedication, the progress you've made, and well done you. That's amazing. And you've also got, and the tower, sorry, they've just guided me to say on the front of that card, you've got release and revelation. So with that transformation, with you adapting like the wheel, like the octopus, the master adaptability, the master of fluidity, the fact that you have shifted and changed and let go of things, the fact that you're continuing to do so, and that's your challenge, to continue to trust in the wheel, continue to trust that everything's happening for you, continue to observe, continue to do all of those things. You've got this 3 of acorns, which is the giraffe here. Now the giraffe represents that higher self of you, the one that can see the horizon, can see over all the obstacles, knows that they're just temporary, because they can see past that. The 3 of acorns is about you manifesting what's coming into your life. The universe always says yes. So when you manifest from a place of trust, when you say thank you for it happening before you've received it, it allows the universe to bring it in for you, because you're not attaching that doubt and fear. You have this gift of higher perception, and the universe is saying, trust it. Sorry, my little dog is snoring. I do apologize. She's a very little dog and she has a very big snore, so I apologize. But continue to know that what lies ahead for you is for your greatest good, because everything happens for you. It's how you choose to receive that gift that makes all the difference. And the fact that the wheel is there with change and possibilities bang in the center of the reading for you, with your perception, I know you've done a ton of inner work and you are seeing things now from an observing point of view. You're understanding things that you may not have understood before, and you are very open with the 3 of Wands and the draft to those new possibilities. So that's a beautiful beautiful start for you. Okay, so let's have a look at what are your aspirations and your goals, my darling. Thank you. Oop, that flew out. The Emperor, focus and stability. So the Emperor is lovely, because the Emperor is, it depends on where it falls in the reading, but on the bottom of the deck, you've got the Awakening card. So I love seeing this here for you. This is your goals and aspirations. This is your empowerment, my darling. This is you coming into a place where you are, come home to yourself. You know, the Emperor can talk about the union of the masculine and the feminine as well. So the Emperor is where you've come into that place of knowing, trusting your truth, very protective of yourself, healthy boundaries, wanting to, in a weird kind of way with the Emperor, let go of control, but trusting in your knowing and your connection with the universe that actually it's all happening for you. This is represented here by the cougar spirit. And cougars, you know, it talks about being well respected, very caring, but with a very authoritative manner, confident, practical. You might need some extra energy to move forward, but it's completely Spirit is saying to you about trusting your judgment. And that's what the cougar really talks about trusting your judgment, standing up for your principle, and being aware of other people's motives as well. So you and only you have direct perception of your life, my darling. Only you. Others have indirect perception. So it's about you trusting your judgment. Okay, you've got the Justice card out here, which is truth and clarity. Trust your judgment. Trust your knowing about things. Don't not listen to others. Of course, listen to others, but listen to others when you know they're coming from their own place of truth that is given to you as a gift, because that own place of truth is a message from God. But if they're coming to you with a negative energy and they're talking to you from a negative space, then Spirit is asking you to trust your direct perception. Like a snake, can't hear, can only see. A snake is amazing at moving away from things it doesn't want to be near, but also instinctively moving towards where it knows it needs to go. And that's what Spirit's telling you right now. This is your golden aspiration, and this is what you need to do to get to that place, is trust in you, okay? Because you're amazing. And you have shown yourself that you've come home to yourself. You've found yourself. Whatever journey you've been on the past, you've found yourself now. You're finding yourself. It's a never-ending, amazing journey to be on. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Awakening card, as I said, renewal, enlightenment. You've come through something. This is the Judgment card. So you've got both the Justice card and the Judgment card. Now, the Judgment card is you've gone through something, a symbolic ending of something. It can talk about an inner calling, a second chance. We'll see. We'll see what comes out. But for me, this card is about your awakening, your journey, your shift, your change. The feathers on this peacock, the feathers represent letting go of things, The feathers also represent that higher self, that third eye coming in too. And, you know, the peacock is an incredibly beautiful animal. So it's about recognizing you for who you are. Remember to say thank you to yourself from time to time. Remember to talk to yourself, even in the mirror, even if you sound potty, brush your teeth and talk to yourself and tell yourself all the things you're grateful to yourself for, because that's so important about this journey. You've shared a lot of things from the past. That means you've shared a lot of old ways of thinking. So this is peacocks about stepping into your beauty. And the individuality of who you are. So say thank you to yourself for that. You know, appreciate yourself. You have a vision like the peacock of the way ahead. So tune into that. Trust again your inner knowing. Whatever's come into your dreams, listen to it. You know, dreams are those dreams we remember, those very visual dreams, they're the whispers from our soul. Our soul will never get in the way of our journey. Our soul is always there guiding us, but we'll never step in front of the mind and the body. But listen to the dreams, because that's when your mind and body are the quietest and your soul can come in. That's when the veil is thinnest. You're going through a spiritual awakening at the moment, and it's beautiful, and it's bringing you in an awful lot of empowerment. And I love to see that for you, my darling. Okay, so let's have a look about what is coming in for you. This is resonating with you. What is coming in for you next year, 2021? The Hangman. So you may be groaning and moaning at this point if you know what the Hangman means, because it's talking about patience and new perspective. But on the bottom, and it's not a but, because there's a lovely stuff about the Hangman, but I just want to tell you what is also on the bottom of the deck. Patience and perspective brings in this King of Cups, okay? Oh, and that says harmony and integrity. Now, this little King of Cups is very focused on you. Hang on, how did that fall out? It fell out like that. Very focused on you, okay? So first we're going to come back and talk about the Hangman. No, they want me to talk about the King of Cups. Okay, so this King of Cups is somebody who, this is coming in for you, somebody who feels a great deal, is full of integrity, has learned to master their emotions through sheer will, okay? Because the King of Cups feels a lot, but is not very good about saying it, but is learning to be in their emotions like this seahorse, very focused on their destination, which is you, okay? And they have manifested you as well, because they're also a visionary. They're manifesting you into their existence. So this is what's so beautiful. And with the cups, this is very much focused on romance for you. And whatever messages, whatever's going to happen is going to be from the heart space, from the right space, not from the fear space, because there are two extreme emotions and we only ever act from those two emotions, and that's love and fear. And love expands, opens up, shares, heals, guides. Fear closes down, retracts, hoards, hurts. So this King of Cups is coming in. Look at their little chest kind of sticking out. They're coming in and they're going, they know what they want, and that's you. In the meantime, you've got patience and perspective. You've got the Hangman. Okay, so the Hangman here is represented by the praying mantis. When they do come in, don't bite their head off. But the Hangman is about having that, the universe is giving you this time. This is a gift, so receive it accordingly. The universe is giving you this time to look at things, continue to look at things from this different perspective that you're learning, and be in no rush to change it, because it's all been given for you at this time for a reason. You've gone through a tower. You need the time to reflect from your experiences in order to shift and change and grow, because every relationship we have is for the evolution of our soul. So you've asked, the feeling behind the feeling behind the feeling. This is what you've been saying to the universe. I need this time. Your soul's been saying, we need this time. He and I need this time together. So that's what's been happening. And so this Hangman is about just taking that time out and allowing things to happen in their own time. Now, I am feeling you've still got an attachment to somebody that you can't quite let go of. And this is why this Hangman has come in. because it's giving you the time to not bring in maybe things you haven't yet healed from past relationships into a new relationship, because you don't meet your soulmate the day you meet your soulmate. You meet them with how you finish the last relationship, because you can either meet somebody in that energy where you haven't shifted and changed, or you can meet somebody in a whole new vibration where you've let go of things. And this is what the universe wants you to do. And this is why you've been given this time. And this is why they're asking for patience. You know, the praying mantis is a prophet of calm and patience and understanding that things are going to happen in divine timing, divine law. And you know that because you've got the Wheel of Fortune here as well. Observe, observe, observe as the praying mantis. Why is this happening for me? Everything that happens, why is it happening for me? And learn, observe, reflect on it, learn from it, shift, grow, let it go, whatever that order is. And you know, this time is going to give you so many exciting discoveries about yourself, about others, about your expectations of others, about letting go of expectations, allowing people to be on their path as they're meant to be. You're really going to shift. And that's going to bring in such peace and understanding. And you're going to almost be a prophet yourself of sort of understanding and calm and patience. You're going to let go and let God. And that's why that wheel, and it's already happening for you. I know you feel it. It's already happening. And that's why you're observing now things that are happening in your life. So that's just lovely. Right. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to pull for you a love letter from Spirit. And I'm going to use my Wisdom of the Oracle deck, which is a beautiful deck. So there's all sorts of, it's just a gorgeous deck given to me by my son. And we're going to pull, it's a love letter from Spirit, it's advice from Spirit. So thank you for whoever needs to hear this message. Thank you, Spirit. What would you like to tell them in your love letter? Thank you. A fork in the road, that's exciting. Okay, and that's flown out. A treasure island. So fork in the road, my darling, and a treasure island. So which fork do you take to get to that treasure island? Now, first of all, with the treasure island, that turtle for me represents the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is that beautiful new beginning, that divine timing. That cups represents relationships, romance, that love of yourself. God, the divine, the universe, whatever you want to call him, her, or it, is giving you a gift next year. And it'll come in divine timing for you. And it's going to be exciting. And it's going to be full of opportunities. You're going to want to explore all of those. I just want to put my glasses on. Do I have them here? And it's all about love. Do you see here with the hearts there too? Now, the thing about the sea turtle is that she's been around forever and she has divine wisdom, and she swims in those waters, which represent emotions, in a pace that's right for her. So don't rush. It's the turtle swims slowly, but in a very leisurely way, and the water, the water represents, I said, emotions, but the tides and everything all happen at that natural pace. So this is saying to me, whatever this Ace of Cups is, it's going to come in at the right time for you. And I know this reading's talking about patience, but it's asking, Spirit's asking you in their love letter to you to have patience. There's my glasses. I knew I needed my glasses. And you've got this fork in the road here. This is number 13. So I don't know if that means anything to anybody, but 1 and 3 is 4. And, you know, the 4 of Wands is a beautiful card about commitment. The 4 of Cups is a card about letting go. The 4 of Swords is about healing. And the 4 of Pentacles also is about not letting go. But what I'm seeing here, it's like a llama, but a stag. It's, you know, they take arduous journeys, you know, and if it's a llama, they kind of take those journeys that are long journeys, and they have to tread very carefully. And that's what you've been doing. But there also is an owl, and that talks about the wisdom that you've learned on this journey. Now, the llama is in no rush to take that fork. He's thinking about it from his higher self, from that owl as well. And there's a very naughty little monkey on there. Now the monkey represents for me about messages. It's the Page of Wands. It's coming in with messages. Monkeys are full of inspiration. They tend to want to rush and do things, but they also rest. So there's kind of bursts of energy around them, and then they kind of rest. They're a bit naughty, as I said, and a bit mischievous. But this is a message. Something's coming in for you, and it's coming in with a playful spirit as well. It's coming in with joy. It's coming in with curiosity. So whatever this King of Cups is coming in, it's going to be something very playful and very fun. You are able to see the wood for the trees. So whatever choices you're going to make in your life with this fork in the road, Spirit is asking you to make it from your higher self, to make it from that heart space, to trust whatever your feelings you're getting all the time. Trust in your judgment. Your judgment knows better than anything. This is really beautiful, my darling. And it's leading. Thank you. There may be, do you see, there are two arrows going one way and one arrow going towards the treasure island. And actually, is it a llama? Is it a llama straight stag? I'm not quite sure what it is, but it's focused on the treasure island. So your higher self already knows what's there for you. Just like that 3 of acorns already knows what's on the horizon for you. Trust, listen to yourself, listen to what your feelings are trying to tell you. If you get red flags, listen to those red flags. If you have feelings of relief and excitement and knowing about something, listen to it, because something's beautiful coming in with you for this King of Cups. I am going to pull, I'm feeling guided to pull from my Light Seers Tarot to see just a little bit more for you on this King of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. King of Wands. Well, there you go. Huh? Right. Beautiful. King of Wands, first of all, came out. This King of Cups, King of Wands, same person. That one represents their passion, their desire, their creativity, what they're manifesting. And they're grounded. The red talks about being very grounded. They're very focused on you. That desert reminds me of kind of like the llama or whatever, having to go through that terrain to get to where they are. They've gone on a journey themselves, but they're going to come in with this same vibration. Do you remember we saw the Queen of Wands for you earlier on? They're going to come in with that same vibration. You are being given a gift. That's that Ace of Cups. This is this turtle, this treasure island. That lion behind talks about the journey they've been on, the strength that they've been given from the universe, the things they've overcome. The lion is the pride. It looks after, it nurtures. It also sits back and observes as well. So wherever they've been on a journey of observing and shifting and changing. But look at you. This is Spirit saying to you, you keep focusing on what you're doing, my darling. This is the 9 of Pentacles. This is the minor arcana of the Empress. You keep focusing on being that wonderful, independent, fun, self-empowered, beautiful, kind, caring, nurturing to yourself soul. Keep focusing on your manifestations. You're literally plucking them out of the tree at the moment. They're going to start falling. And everything you're doing with this wearing white is talking about doing things from peace, doing things from the place of the heart. And that owl there is obviously that higher wisdom that you've learned along this journey. The 9 of Pentacles is somebody who understands that step by step, the universe says, as above, down below, it's happening for you in divine timing. And that is just wonderful. So, my darlings, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated for whoever was guided to see this reading today. And I will be looking to, I might do some readings over Christmas. I'll see how timings go. If it feels right, I will do some readings over Christmas. Otherwise, my darlings, I look forward to seeing you in 2021, which looks very exciting and full of opportunities for you. Take care, my darlings. Bye-bye.